In this video, I'm going to show you how I created this painting using a brush, a palette knife, and drawing lines. Here you see me adding some Viridian green to the Prussian blue shapes that I already created on the canvas. And now I'm starting to work on a background. I'm using a parchment and just filling it all in around the shapes that I've already put in there. Here I'm adding some brilliant blue. A lot of the background has wiped out some of the color, but I'm just adding more color, and later I'll go back and change what I need to change. So right now I'm just getting in the basic colors, some permanent green light, orange, and then I'm going to use some cadmium yellow light. I'm kind of working over the whole canvas at once, putting a little bit of color here and there. My main shapes are in the blue and greens, but these are just some hints of color that I want to have in the background. A lot of this will change as I add more paint. And I'm mixing the paint right on the canvas. Now I'm using some titanium white, adding a lot of light and highlights to the painting, and blending this also so that this will tone down the brightness of some of the other colors as it mixes with the white. So gradually all the colors go from intense to paler as they mix with the other colors and mix with the white. So my most intense colors here are going to be the Prussian blue, the brilliant blue, and the Viridian green, which I'll be adding more of with my palette knife. Here I'm putting a few touches in the background of the Prussian blue that I want to be able to blend into the background. Now I'm starting with the palette knife. First I'm using the brilliant blue, and I put enough paint on the palette knife to then make a quick, clean sweep, a broad sweep of color. And you'll see that sometimes as I sweep the color on, it will go on over the other color, and then it will be a flat color. Other times it scrapes a little bit away of what's behind it. So as you use a palette knife, you get better at figuring out how to handle that so that it scrapes when you want it to scrape and applies the color on top when you want it to do that. Each time I change color, of course, with the palette knife, I clean it first. Now I'm putting in white. This is the titanium white that I'm putting in some broad strokes which just pop out of the background. So those are strong highlights in the painting. After I finish with the white, I'm going to start drawing lines, and I'll show you how what I use to be able to make a line with acrylic paint on a canvas. Here I open the tube of paint, and then I take that cap that's sitting there and screw that on. And it has a hole in the top which will allow me to squeeze the paint out and apply it to the canvas. So here I am squeezing the paint out to apply a line to the canvas. And with practice, you figure out how much you have to squeeze the tube while you're drawing the lines. So I've been using this a lot for many, many years, so I'm pretty good at figuring out how to do it. If you don't squeeze enough paint, then you get a fractured line. If you squeeze too much, you can get a blob of paint. But with practice, it becomes easier. So here I'm using the lines to outline shapes, to add a little energy and excitement to the painting, and guide the eye throughout the composition. The lines also help give a texture. And I'm pretty loose with the lines. I like to have the lines be loose just like the background paint is, so that the whole thing has an improvisational feel to it, an abstract expressionist kind of feel where everything is working together in a very loose way. So the painting is almost done now. I'm just adding a few more spots of line, and here it is finished. A couple more things have been added, but not much, and this is the final painting. Thanks for watching.